Hi, welcome back to my garden. I just thought I was thinking, what was my favorite rose this year? And it's really hard to choose. But I thought I'd show you, of course, the airplane comes by, the ones that have just amazed me. This one right here is named, it's a David Austin rose. It's Princess Alexandria of Kent. Can you get a load of that, bud? And this fragrance is fabulous. It's given me no trouble this year. Here's some of the roses as the sun's out really bright. Nice and healthy and a good form in the classic V shape, vase type shape. I'm really just in love with this rose. Now over here, and people have oh wait, I got a butterfly. This guy's been following me around. This is another David Austin. It's called Lady of Shalat. It throws up really long canes, which is kind of fun. I stuck it in this obelisk over it to give you. It doesn't have a lot. It just lost some of the blooms. Let me get around these plants. But it's been nice and healthy, and you can't beat it. Now this is the At Last rose, a proven winner's rose. It's doing much better. And there's one right behind it. And there's also one over there, peeking through. Let me go around. This rose has given me a little trouble this year, but it's a beautiful rose. It's a Marc Chagall. You can see the bud right there. Has black spot. I've been picking off the leaves, but it does beautiful, big, large blooms. They don't last very long, but it's a nice rose. Let me wander around here. I'll try to go slowly. The hydrangeas are having a good time. This one is just having a tough time this year. This is the Easy Does It. I think it's a week's rose. It's got a lot of blooms on it, so we'll see what happens. It's had a tough year. Now, I came out here to do some weeding. Look, see, there's the At Last. Look at that. Good Lord. This is the second flush. And Princess Marguerite, she's just doing nothing. Now, this one's putting on tons of foliage. The proper way to say foliage. Thank you. Zephrine. I mean, I'm going to have to get a bigger trellis or something. Now check this out. Wait, I'm hung up on a rose. Sweet Mademoiselle. Look at that. Just look at that. And the fragrance. Oh. It tempts me to get another one. Mine, Sweet Mademoiselle, hassle-free roses. But oh my God, look at that. It doesn't bloom as often as the David Austin Princess Alexandra of Kent in my garden. So I'm kind of watching out for this bee that's kind of giving me the evil. Go away. Go on. Leave me be. Now this is a peace rose. Planted this year. Coming on really well. Beautiful blooms. Oh, bee. Yeah, oh, bee. I have bees and butterflies everywhere here. Here's the rose that was, the name is Handle, and I had it in the back on a trellis and it wasn't doing very well, so I transplanted it yesterday over here. And if it doesn't do well next year, I'm threatening you, yes. Your history. My garden sun isn't kicking out a lot of blooms, doing foliage. Looks like, I think that's Japanese beetle. I've sprayed them. But I did get a basil break here. So I'm kind of excited about that. And this is the Joseph's coat. Starting to put on some growth now. It's a fun climber because the roses are all different colors. You know, one of them will be yellow and the other will be red and orange. And let's see if I can get this butterfly. Look at you. Just look at you. Now over here are the newest planted roses that I put in this year. This butterfly's after me. They're coming along. This one here is, good Lord, I used to know the names by heart. This is a peace rose. Kind of overplanted in this area. This is Sweet Memories, I think it's called, Sweet Summer. These were two that I think were misnamed. This is a Bliss Parfuma, which did a nice little rose. You know, it flowered. And this is another, it's either Sweet Summer or Sweet Memories, both of these. I got them on that Macy's deal, which I don't think I would do again. This beauty, not blooming right now, Royal Welcome. Has black spot, but doesn't seem to care. Does nice big blooms. And then, now this one's been a stunner. Unknown variety. I think it's Americana. Big canes, tall, beautiful scent. Can't beat that. Now back over here are the two that I rescued, were given to me, dug out of a yard. Doing real well. I mean, they were cut completely down and completely denuded, what, two and a half weeks ago. So we'll see what they turn into. Now over here, this is New Dawn. Not a prolific bloomer for me. No. Just kind of putzing along. And James Galway is putting on some growth. Goes all the way up here and there. Back in here, my fault. This is a cherry parfait back here. Dahlias went crazy, and I've been shading it. And this is Eustacia Vi. Nice growth. I don't see any buds on it. So, that, give you some dahlias here. Over here, this is an At-Last that bloomed last week. This is an Unknown. That's a Dark Night that really gets hit with black spot. And this pink little beauty here, I don't know the name of it, is another rescue. I moved it from in the back of the yard. And it's been just happy blooming ever since. But I'm not going to do this again with the obelisk with the cardinal vines on them, even though I love cardinal vines. So that's it for this year. I still think Princess Alexandra of Kent is my favorite rose this year. And I don't want all of them to hear it, because then they'll get all the miff, you know. Let me go back over here and leave you with another shot of that rose. It's a beauty. Just a fabulous beauty. There's more buds on it. So I will leave you. I have some work to do. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.